Hi everyone, it's Druputani here from FoneArena.com, and we're at Mobile World Congress where BlackBerry just announced a brand new phone. Now, this was known as the BlackBerry Mercury earlier on and it's been rebranded as the BlackBerry KEYone. And as you can see, the name, it's pretty indicative of what the phone is all about, and that's the dedicated physical keyboard below it. Now, first of all, let's take a look at some of the basic specifications. This phone is powered by a Snapdragon 625 processor, which is an octa-core processor. There's 3 GB of RAM on board and 32 GB of storage as well. So the specifications are pretty decent, but not top of the line for sure. Beyond that, you can see that this is a 4.5-inch display. Now, the pixel density here is really high, and because of the different aspect ratio that they're using, you can use the full app, and the dedicated physical keyboard means that you don't really need to take over most of the screen using the on-screen display, using the on-screen keyboard. Moving on, you can see that the phone is made of anodized aluminum and it feels really good in the hand. Over on the right hand side, you've got the SIM card slot as well as the micro SD card slot. There's a volume rocker and a dedicated key which on pressing on a long press, it pulls up the Google Assistant. But we've been told that this can also be used and customized for other functionality, which we'll take a look at in a bit. So they've got antenna bands at the bottom and the top. Moving over to the back of the phone, it's got a rubberized finish which should help give it a bit more grip, and the phone shouldn't really slip out from your hand. And this is very similar to something that we've seen on previous BlackBerry devices as well. The camera is the 12 megapixel unit which has a Sony IMX378 sensor, and if some of the recent BlackBerry devices are anything to go by, the camera performance should be pretty decent and definitely above average. There's also a dual LED flash on the side of the phone. Moving over to the left hand side, you've got the power button and nothing else going on. Over at the top is the 3.5mm audio jack, and at the bottom you've got the USB connector, the Type-C connector for charging. There's also dual speaker grills, but we've been told that this is a single speaker device only. So more or less the software on board is absolutely stock. There's just some additions made by BlackBerry. They've got BBM on board and some more security related functionality, which is it's very BlackBerry as such, and it's something that's going to appeal to a lot of enterprise users. But for the most part, for the average consumer, they'll be happy to know that there's almost no bloat over here. But coming on, the PS3 resistor, the main aspect of this phone is the physical keyboard, and that's something that we've all been yearning for, despite the fact that we're all pretty fast on a touchscreen keyboard already. The keyboard feels really good. Unlike the Priv, which had a somewhat lower profile, this is a full-fledged chiclet keyboard that BlackBerry is famous for, and like all the famous BlackBerry devices of the past years, this one feels really good. But the cool thing is that this also packs in a capacitive touch area, and you can use that to perform gestures. So for example, you're in the browser and you want to switch between pages, you can use that. You can use the gesture keyboard on the keyboard itself to do that. Similarly, you can see that we're moving between the home screens using just the capacitive area on the keyboard, and that works really well. Some of the other cool features built in is that you can long press F to pull in the Facebook app, and similarly you can do you can press long press C to pull out Gmail, and this can be customized. So yeah, most consumers are going to be pretty happy with this. In terms of the battery, this is not removable, but it is a huge 3505 mAh battery, and that means compared with the Snapdragon 625 processor, you should be getting quite a bit of usage time out of this device. Additionally, if you want to just charge it up quickly, there is Quick Charge 3.0 support, so you're sorted on that front as well. The BlackBerry KEYone is shaping up to be quite a good looking and very well built device, and for keyboard aficionados, this is possibly one of the few options out there. The pricing has been revealed, and while there's no word on India pricing, the global pricing is closer to 600 euros, which puts it on a premium segment to be fair. And while the specifications might not live up to that, the hardware surely seems to be competitive enough. We can't wait to get our hands on this device and put it through its paces, and we'll have more for you when we do a full review. For now, this was Druputani and Varun Krishnan for FoneArena.com, presenting the BlackBerry KEYone. Thanks for watching.